Hello, scholars. My name is Joseph Ejike Orji. I'm going to, the topic of our discussion today is how to calculate the coefficient of variation using Excel. Now, as you already know from my class, the coefficient of variation represents the ratio of the standard deviation divided by the mean, and we use it for comparing the degree of variation for one data series to another. Now, actually, we use it to compare two variables. For example, the cost of living in New York to the cost of living in Baltimore City. Or we can use it to compare stocks, two different stocks, their performance. Is this stock more volatile or not? Or we can even use it to compare a stock, the stock movement to the movement of one of the market indexes or indices like S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial, and so on and so forth. So it's a very useful measure. Let's try an example so that you can see how to do this. But first of all, remember that for the coefficient of variation, the formula is standard deviation divided by the mean. So the question we have here says, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you can see it clearly. It said, sample annual salaries in thousands of dollars for entry-level accountants in Dallas and New York City during the year 2015 are listed below. So this is an old data, 2015, because I know accountants earn much more than this now. I mean, entry-level accountants. For Dallas, 41.6, that means $41,600 a year. 50,000, which I mean $50,000 a year. These are for how many accountants? There for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different accountants at the entry level in Dallas. This is for New York City. It says, find the coefficient of variation for each of these two data sets and compare the results. So to do this, first thing is since we are about to use it, we are going to use Excel. I'm going to put this data set in Excel, and I think I did already. And this is where it is located. They are located right here. So you can see for Dallas and New York. Again, the equation of variation is standard deviation divided by the mean. So that means that we need to first of all find the standard deviation and then the mean before we can calculate the coefficient of that variation. So to find the standard deviation, we use in Excel, we use equal var.s. Sorry, my mistake. std yeah. All right, yeah. Give me 1 minute. Let me take care of this. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna close this one. Okay, good. So you have remember before you do any calculation in Excel, you have to put the equal sign to make that cell ready for the work you want to do. So we have for the standard deviation, we have equal ST DEV because this is a sample, so dot S because it's a sample. If it is a population, you do dot P. So you can see that it pops out here. Double click and highlight all this for the Dallas. Press the enter key. It will give you the standard deviation. And you can now copy this to the end for the New York and it will calculate it because it copies the formula to the New York and do the calculation. That's one good thing about Excel. For the mean, use the average. AVER, average. Once you type average, it pops out here. Double click, highlight this, then press the enter key. Now you can now copy it to New York to calculate. Now we are ready to calculate the coefficient of variation. So to do that, just do equals standard deviation, click on it, in Excel, / is this key for the division. So divided by the mean, which is uh, under the standard deviation right there. Then press the enter key. It gives us 10%. I can just copy it, I take 13%. If you want it to be in 2 decimal places or 1 decimal place, you can just highlight the both of them and increase the decimals. See? 10.1%, 13.3%. If you want 2 decimal places, increase it to 2 decimal places, So this is the answer right here. And then what does this tell us? I'm gonna put here how to interpret this. I'm gonna put a text box here under it. Interpretation. Okay, you can see that the dollars have coefficient of variation of 10.1%, and New York has 13.3%. That means the entry-level salary of accountants varies more in New York than in Dallas. Probably because New York have higher cost of living and they have to adjust it to reflect the inflation or cost of living cost of living index or something like that. So I write here that with a coefficient coefficient of variation of 13.3%, the entry level salary of accountants in New York City varies more than that of Dallas, which has a coefficient of variation of 10.1%. And if this is enough for me, I'll give you a full credit. Then you can now save it and upload. I'm referring to those in my class, my business statistics class. I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you for watching. And I will see you in my next teaching video. Bye-bye.